Hello, my friend. Greetings from beautiful sunshine in Malaga, España. So, September has rolled around. How quickly this year is just zooming by. Where do we even start? I think we need to be prepared, honest, open-hearted, and honestly just completely surrendered to this eclipse season. This is a particular time of intensity, of a change of loyalty, and generally reflections, evaluations of previous choices made, perhaps when you had less information. And boy, oh boy, are we going to receive the new information, new wisdom, and a new perspective during this eclipse time. First week of September, we have very, very intense, crazy influx of energies, solar flares. What do they call them in the scientific community? CMEs, that kind of thing. So this can cause irritation. It can cause an unsettled feeling. It will bring up and show you the cracks in your friendships, in your connections, in your community, maybe with colleagues even. Think of the people you spend your daily life with and the impact of those connections. Truly, the main overarching theme this September will be something that you consider a very powerfully deep ending, a major ending. But with that ending, we have a fresh start. We have something else beginning. I'm actually hearing the song by Madonna, Nothing Really Matters. Do you remember that beautiful song when she had that gorgeous glossy black hair and she was dressed up like Japanese with the red dress and the pale white skin with the black hair? I love that era of Madonna. Well, doesn't she sing in that song, something is ending and something begins? Well, that really, do you know what? That song is like September's theme I'm hearing. Something is ending here. And it's going to bring up feelings for you. It's going to challenge you emotionally. But the great thing about eclipses is the eclipse will do the heavy lifting for you, in that whatever you've been resisting, whatever you've been neglecting, wherever in your life you've abandoned yourself, the eclipse is going to highlight that for you. It's going to show you the reality. It's going to dismantle and tear down. Think of the tarot, the Tower card in tarot. It's going to tear down where you've misplaced your loyalty, where you've said yes to the wrong timelines. Maybe you just stumbled into a timeline, or you took a wrong turn. Well, this eclipse is going to show you exactly where that's happened and where you need to make a change. So eclipse season always brings change. Depending on where you are in your current life, that's obviously going to be different every eclipse season. To my Taurus friends out there, thankfully this eclipse season should be a little bit kinder, a little bit gentler on us. We had such a rough bunches of eclipse seasons in the last few years that's really taken our toll with that Uranus in Taurus transit. But it's always going to surprise us, you know. It's got that shock and awe factor, which can make a lot of people very nervous. But the thing is, I've learned over the years not to fear the eclipse season, because it's nature's way, it's the universe's way of helping us. It's like the homework we just procrastinated from doing, the decisions, the reroute that we just didn't feel we had the strength to do, or maybe we were just too insecure, or maybe we just didn't see it that way. You know, eclipses can bring in very unexpected changes that can be quite shocking at the time, but when we look back in hindsight, we can see that it was a cleansing, it was a karma, it was a necessary soul expansion, soul realignment. Personally, I felt in the last few weeks there has been very unusual energies, frequencies flooding the landscape, flooding planet Earth, coming in from interdimensional other places, not terra firma. I feel like this year especially it's like the premiere of these frequencies, these vibrations, and it can take a toll. You know, we're constantly having to readjust, realign and adapt. I would say this September is about adaptation, having to adapt, having to become the energy. So I was meditating a few weeks ago and I kept getting that message of stop resisting, become the energy. Whatever it is that's flowing in, like eat it up, digest it, become it, merge with the energy, and then it won't be such a rocky ride. So that's what I feel like we have to do right now. I feel like this is going to be a major soul life lesson in a very practical way, by the way. I find eclipse season can be very practical in its realignment, in its teaching. And the changes will be felt on the ground, meaning you might find from a very nitty-gritty point of view that you have to change and shift the practical everyday formalities of your life. So for some people this is going to be a complete reroute on the ground, like not just a spiritual reroute. This is quite mundane in the effects it's going to have. So other people will just find that they're walking away from a union or a commitment, a contract with a job or a project. They finally see the light that there's no sense to it. It's not going to work. So just allow the energy to come in, become the energy. It's like Bruce Lee, you know, he said, be like water, my friend, become the water. Don't fight the water. Become it. Merge with it. It's like when someone is drowning. The more you kick and scream and the more you fight the drowning, the faster you actually go down. Where they say now, if you just take a deep breath and be still and become one with the water, become the energy of the element that you're surrounded by, then you start to float. So that's great advice for this September. Merge, receive the energy, allow it to be digested, allow yourself to rest and digest in these frequencies. Resistance is futile, especially at eclipse time. I mean, if you want to have a battle and you want a load of conflict and you want to completely exhaust yourself, go right ahead. But truly, it's pointless, especially this September. I feel like this is a very, very potent eclipse, and we have the first one on the 7th. I feel like that's going to be the most surprising, the most rearranging, and it's very connected to your loyalty. It's connected to where you are committing and investing, and where you've been either deceiving yourself or other people have been deceiving you. And it's where the masks come off, the light is shed on the shadow, and you're going to get to see the truth. So I'll be back with more. I'm just taking a much needed holiday right now. Sending you so much love, and as always, the light in me recognizes the light in you.